when I look at companies, I don't just look at how much money they make, because that's the world ways of looking at stock trading. I have the Word of God that I have to use as another criteria, as the sole primary criteria that I use if I'm going to invest on a stock. So I need to find a company, not just if they make a lot of money, but do they have a greater purpose, humanity purpose, other than just making money? That's the moral imperative, the ethical purpose and moral purpose that I look for when I invest in stocks, when I buy stocks. So let me give you a simple example. You look for an organization, then don't just have a nice mission statement on the website. You look for their actions. What did they actually do? Let me give you an illustration. Facebook, Microsoft, Google. Everybody knows those three companies, right? I've known these three companies at the back of my head because during my teaching experience, one of the class that I teach, I ask all of my students to do research on these three companies. So for 15 years, I've been watching them for 15 years how they evolve. So here's my conclusion. Of the three companies, 15 years ago, I would not invest on Facebook. I would not invest on Microsoft. I did buy stocks on Google. Fast forward now. I still will not buy stock for Facebook. I actually bought Microsoft stock last year and I sold my stock on Google. Here's why. 15 years ago, Facebook showed no more criteria on how they run their business. Very little. They're just about power, control, and money. They want to get people to use their platform as often as possible. Now you see some of the problems that they're having with Facebook. It's because of that approach. The reason why I didn't do investment in Microsoft is the same thing. Why I not choose to invest on Google back then, it's the same. I'm not saying that they're perfect organization by all means. There is no such a thing as perfect organization. But of those three companies, Google are the one that still have moral conscience, how they do business. Sure, do they have monopoly problems? Yes, every organizations do. I'm sure they have problems of their own. But of the three, when they do things, you can look at it, and even in Google, they have a code of ethics and code of conducts in their company policy that says, do no harm. That's the only very few company in the world even have that in their code of conduct. So now, why did I invest in Microsoft? It's because Microsoft has a new CEO 3 years ago. And that CEO launched a completely different culture than what Microsoft has been. So Microsoft now, in my opinion, has a little bit more humanity into it. So that's just kind of to give you a little bit of explanation how I use my criteria on how to pick which stocks to buy. So those are just my criteria. But I guess in general is that you want to look at the company that uses more than just making money as a criteria, right? Because as Christian, you want to look at their purpose bigger than just making money.